Hi, welcome back to channel, and today we are going to discuss about two financing terms that you really need to understand if you are looking for analyze any company or get bit smarter in the business understandings. Now these two terms are ROCE, return on capital employed, and ROE, return on equity. Now you might think that these two terms are very intimidating, but I promise you, by the end of this video, you will be having a solid grasp over what they are, but only rough things you need to know, because this will be a short video. And now get ready for the video and let's get started. So now we are at our computer screen, and I will just start my PPT, and it will be better experience to understand the thing. So let's start our presentation. In the previous video, we had discussed about the introduction to the financing terms, that how the income statement defines all the factors, like everything which we are now discussing, which we have to analyze in every company, that everything is discussed, is defined from income statement. So there is also a term called ROCE and ROE. It is also defined from income statement only. In previous video, I didn't mention that, so it's my fault, sorry. So I also pasted some meme templates. So let's move to our next slide. So now, what is ROCE, return on capital employed? It is a profitability ratio where the capital is employed and how much effectively the outputs are coming, means how much effectively the profits are coming, means the capital also includes the equity and debt. Debt means loan. As I guess you are, I'm thinking that you are that much mature to understand the debt meaning and equity meaning. Equity means shares of the company. So now what is the formula and how to find this? So as I said, ROC is also also determined from income statement. So there is the formula. EBIT means earning before interest and tax upon total asset minus current liabilities. Now if you are from science background, so let me tell you a quick bite, that asset means from which an asset is a thing or something which will give you the benefits in future, and current liabilities means liability which are for which you are responsible for something, and however you have taken the benefits earlier only. So that's what I can give you a brief introduction to that assets and liability. Then that is how we find the ROCE, and let's move towards I have also pasted this image. This girl is just like confused. What's going on, man? You are just so boring. Let's keep patience, and by the end of this series, you will be master to analyze the company. So before moving to the next slide, let's take an example that a company is a machine, and the capital employed is like a fuel. It's like a gasoline or petrol. So you are inputting the fuel in the machine, and that's how much it is giving the output efficiently. It is giving the output. That the output is called the ROC, or the profit which is making by the machine or by the company. So that was an easy example to understand what is ROCE, return on capital employed. Let's move to our next slide. Return on equity. As I said, income statement also defines return on equity. So there is one formula. What is that formula? Net income upon the shareholders equity. Now shareholders equity means how much that shareholder has taken the equity. It's the term defined for the shareholders only. So don't think that it will be not used for analyzing any company. It will help in you analyzing the company. How? Let's, in the upcoming video, I will show how these things are related to each other. Let's move to our next slide. This girl is also confused. What the hell is going on? Now, when to use them? You can compare the companies with ROCE, compare their efficiency, if you can see their operational profitability also, which is somewhat relevant for our analyzations. In the broader sense, we don't see that much in depth. We just see overviews of the company. If you go in that much depth research, so it will take too much time. So let's ignore these things. It is just advantages of and when to use them. Let's move towards our next slide, where to find this data. Now, as I said, screener.in is the primary source and primary analytical tool to use, which is used to analyze any company and very easily. So Tata Motors Limited is my today's example also, and here in this brown circle and green circle you can see it has also defined ROCE, means return on capital employed. It is 20%, and ROE 28.1%. It means they are giving their shareholders very good amount of return. And ROCE, they are at the efficiency of 20%, means if I am putting my money in that Tata Motors, they are giving me 20% efficiency output, and they are giving me the returns of 28.1%. Also, it of course it also depends on the how much time it was kept in that, how much the period of that much amount was kept in that company. But just for the overview, you have to just understand what these terms are used for and what these terms are relevant to analyze the company. Then moving towards our next slide. Thank you. Yeah, it was so quick. Just as I told, that ROCE means the capital employed, and it's like a fuel, and you are putting into the machine, and the machine is giving the output. And ROE means the return on equity. It is as an investor, you will be very worried about what the company will do with my capital. So the company gives the return on equity ratio, return on equity percentage, that defines how the company is utilizing your money. So that's all. And let's move. Sorry, that's all, and let's wind up our video. If you like the video, please share, please subscribe, and do follow, because this series needs very much efforts, and I'm trying my best to talk with you in English. As I told, my mother language is Hindi. So bye.